Welcome, gorgeous. I am so excited to be guiding you through an EFT today to help you let go of other people's judgments. So, the fear that can sometimes hinder us from actually moving forward, that fear of judgment, of, what is somebody going to think about what I'm doing, can really prevent us from stepping up and claiming our own personal power. And so today we are going to work towards restoring some of that personal power. Now, I'm not saying after this one tapping session, it's like all of a sudden you just don't care if people are judging you anymore. But chances are you are going to care less. And the more that you stick with it and the more you repeat this video or the more that you dive into your own personal beliefs and continue to transform them, the more powerful it's going to be. And the more and more you're just going to be like, I really don't give a shit what they think about me, right? That is the ultimate goal, is that total freedom, that total expansion, that total trust in yourself, that you don't need other people to validate you, that you don't need other people's opinions or other people to tell you what to do, because you are going to be so set and so grounded in yourself that when people judge you, when people want to share their opinion with you, that might be, guiding you in their direction instead of in your direction, you will have that personal power. You'll have that freedom within yourself to just be like, no, that's not for me. But thank you for your opinion. Thank you for your judgment, because that is going to help me and that is going to propel me as I continue my personal development. Ooh, all right. So can you tell that I'm pretty pumped up about this one? This one, honestly, yeah, I've been judged so much. I'm sure you have too. Right? People judge me constantly. And I used to really be limited by people's judgments. I was terrified of somebody judging me, of somebody not agreeing with me, of somebody, rolling their eyes at me or giving me that look or having that feeling that, they're over there, they're judging me. I know they are. Right? And I used to play really small and I wouldn't really show up fully in my life, or I wouldn't fully express things to people because I was always basically crippled by that fear of what is somebody else going to think of me. And when I started to do this EFT work, I started to clear out a lot of the limiting beliefs and a lot of the bullshit, really, because that's what it is. It's a lot of bullshit that we carry in our energy field. And I'm not saying that it's 100%, I still get caught up sometimes if people judge me, but now I'm much quicker at recognizing that, oh, but wait, my thoughts and my beliefs don't align with that. And just because they want to judge me, it doesn't mean that they're right and I need to change who I am to please them. Because if we're constantly running towards trying to please other people or changing our own thoughts and our opinions to align with other people, we end up getting lost. We lose ourselves, we lose sight of our goals, our dreams, and what our passion and purpose is. So, yes, I'm excited. If we have not worked together before, my name is Melissa Goodman, and it is my mission to help empower women cultivate more self-love and self-trust by embracing who they are and what they are capable of. And you, my darling, are capable of probably so much more than you have ever given yourself credit for. So I want to assist you in recognizing just how beautiful and how powerful you are and what you are capable of. So let's start that journey together today by making sure that you have some water with you, and grab your journal and something to write with. And if you don't have a journal, just open up a document on your computer. That is going to work as well. So EFT works best when we can create a more personal story. And that is the purpose of journaling before we dive in here. Is I can easily dive in to an EFT session with you, but if I can encourage you to take some time to reflect and to journal first, it is going to be a lot more powerful for you, because then you're connecting with your story, with the judgments that you've heard before, and with the opinions of others and how they've shifted your life in the past, okay? So that is the purpose for journaling. I promise every activity that I offer you, there is a reason behind it. It's not just like, let me see if I can convince them to do this. Because I actually had a lady say that to me once before. She's like, are you just seeing how much I'll follow before I start questioning you. And I was just like, I promise there is a reason for this. So that's why I share my reasons most of the time as to why we're doing what we are doing. All right. So I'm assuming that you have your journal or at least a Word document open on your computer or on your phone. And the first question that I invite you to reflect on, and after you hear it, pause me, take your time with it, because we really want to dig up this information to help you. So the first question for you is going to be, what have people said to me in the past that has been judgmental? What have people said to me in the past that has been judgmental? And I know that this list can get very long, trust me. I do this exercise and I still do it on a regular basis, still clearing out the stuff. But just start. Whatever comes to mind for you, I encourage you to get down like 5 to 10 things. If more comes through, fabulous. Keep purging, keep journaling that, but aim for at least 5 to 10. So go ahead, pause me now, and answer that question. Okay, so let's take a nice deep breath on that. Breathing is super important when we are doing energy work, especially when we are releasing stuff and reprogramming ourselves. Okay, so the next question I invite you to journal on is, what do I think people are judging me for? So last time it was what people directly said to you. There was out and out a judgment. This time is, what do you think people are judging you for? Right? It's like when that person kind of gives you that look and you're like, oh, I know they're shaming me right now. I know they're judging me right now. Right? So when you have that feeling that you are being judged, what do you think those judgments are? And obviously, like, there's no right or wrong here, just whatever comes to mind for you. Again, go ahead and pause me and journal as many as you can. What do you think people are judging you for? Go ahead and do that now. Good, good, good. Welcome back. Okay, another deep breath together. Okay, so we'll do one more just to kind of dig up a story for you to work with. So now you have kind of the judgments, what you think you're being judged for. And finally, when in the past did I allow someone else's judgment to dictate my choice? So come up with at least one. If you have more, again, the more that you can purge, the better it is, right? It's getting it out of your system, which is what we want to do. So when in the past did I allow someone else's judgments to dictate my decision? And once you have that, I want you to add on one more thing. How did you feel about it? How did you feel about it? So go ahead, pause me now, and write down whatever comes to mind for you. Okay, one more thing, and then we will get started. So I want you now to look at everything that you just wrote down. So what people have said to you, what you think is happening, and then the time in the past that you allowed someone else's judgments to dictate your decisions. And I want you to rate each thing that you wrote down on a scale between 1 and 10. So 10 is like, yeah, it doesn't really bother you. It's, you know, whatever. It's there, but it's not a big deal. Where 10 is like, you think about that and like you get pissed off, or you get angry, or you get fearful, or you start to shrink down, right? So 10 is kind of like that one where you end up having a reaction to it, where it's terrifying. Maybe it's a bit crippling. So go ahead and number every single one between 1 and 10. It is your scale, so you can always do, you know, if it's like a 5.5, do a 5.5. If it's like a 4.1, do a 4.1. If you're not sure, just guess. If I had to guess at a number for this, what would it be? So go ahead, pause me now, and rate everything between 1 and 10. Welcome back. Okay, we are ready to get started. So we're going to start by tapping across our chest, and you can just kind of do a broad tap so that you're getting all the areas. So as we're going, I will let you know when we change tapping positions, and I will let you know where we are tapping. If you've tapped with somebody else or done other energy work before, that is fabulous. But I highly encourage you for this time, just tap along with me. If there is something that I say that does not resonate with your story, with everything that you wrote down, so make sure that you can see your journal or your Word document. So if I say something and you're like, that's not my story at all, that doesn't resonate with me at all, change it to your story. So if I say, for instance, they're judging me for being a bitch, and you're like, I've never felt like that. You can change it to they're judging me for, and then insert your own wording as to what they're judging you for, right? Make sense? Fabulous. Okay. Another nice deep breath. Like I said, breathing is super, super important when we are doing this work. So we're going to be doing a lot of breathing, some yawning, maybe some yelling. So if you are like, oh, I don't want to yell, there's people in the next room or whatever, maybe grab a pillow or a blanket, something that you can kind of like cover your mouth with and yell into it if you get that urge to yell, because that is another form of energy release. And so I highly encourage you to prioritize. If you need to stop and you need to yell or scream or cry or laugh or burp or yawn, anything like that, please do it. It is a part of healing. And I know sometimes people get a little self-conscious about it, but think about it this way. If I can sit here doing this, recording myself, I think you're going to be okay to do it in the comfort and the safety of your own house, where chances are you're probably alone, or if you're not alone, like you have a little corner of the house to yourself right now. I'm talking a lot today. I'm super excited. Okay, so let's get started. If I'm being honest, and then you repeat it back, I'm scared of what people think about me. I'm scared of being judged. I feel a fear within my body. Take a nice deep breath with that one. I feel this fear of judgment right in here. And then close your eyes for a moment and go and find where you feel the fear. Nice deep breath again. Open your mouth and sigh. This fear that's right here. And then used here as like your laser point. There it is right there. You found that fear in your body. Sometimes I feel crippled by the judgments of other people. Keeping your eyes closed if you want, or you can open them back up, whatever's most comfortable for you. I feel crippled because I know people are judging me. People are judging me for, and now if your eyes are closed, open them, look at your list, and I want you to read your list out loud. So people are judging me for, and then look at your list and start to name everything that people have said to you that they are judging you. Keep tapping your chest as you're reading your list. Okay, we're going to go to the top of the head now. Tapping the top of the head. And if you're finished your list, start again. People are judging me for. Good, nice deep breath. Open your mouth and just either yawn or pretend to yawn. And when they're judging me, I feel like shit. Or insert whatever word you feel when people judge you. When people judge me, I feel, and then implement your word. Tapping right where the eyebrows meet the top of the nose. And I don't want to feel like this anymore. Shake your head. I don't want to feel like this anymore. This fear is uncomfortable. This feeling of being ashamed of my goals and my dreams. Or maybe for you, it's being ashamed of how you're parenting, other parents judging you for that. Or maybe it's being ashamed of your lifestyle where people judge you for the choices that you're making for yourself, for your career, right? Remember to use your story. This feeling that no matter what I do, I'm just not good enough. It feels really crappy. And I don't want to feel like this anymore. Okay, we're going to go to the outside of the eyes where we get crow's feet starting. Nice deep breath. I am so tired of other people's judgments. I know they're judging me. I can feel them judging me. I can feel them. I can hear them. I can sense them. Who are they to judge me? Okay, so we're gonna go to the top of our, what are these? Cheekbones? That's what they are. So kind of higher up where we start to get the dark circles. We wanna be nice and high up there. Okay, nice deep breath. Who are they to judge my choices? To judge how I want to, and then insert, maybe it's parent, maybe it is my career, maybe it's my lifestyle, maybe it's how I want to spend my money, maybe it's how I want to spend my time. Whatever's true for you. So who are they to judge how I choose to spend or how I choose to, and then insert your story. We'll do a hand on the heart, tapping just the divot above the upper lip. I feel them judging me. And I feel this fear that I'm letting them down. You can kind of say it with a question if you're not totally sure, like I'm letting them down. I feel a fear that I'm not living up to their expectations. Or maybe you know it, so you can say it more like a statement, like I feel this fear because I'm not living up to their expectations. Because I'm not doing things the way that they would do them. So I feel scared that I'm making the wrong decisions. that I'm living my life wrong, but that doesn't seem right. Because I know my choices are best for me. Let's say that again. I know my choices are best for me. Take a nice deep breath on that. Okay, going below the bottom lip. I just want to feel freedom. I want to feel expanded. I want to live my life honestly. I want to show up for myself, for my dreams. I want to live my life without judgment. I mean, who are they to judge me? Take a nice deep breath on that one when you're finished. Tapping the chest again. But if I think about it, if I really think about it, why am I allowing somebody else to have this much power over my life? Why? Why am I changing my thoughts and my actions to make other people happy? And in the process, I'm not very happy. Nice deep breath. What if I decided right now that I wasn't going to allow other people's judgments to influence my choices? What other people think of me is none of my business. All that matters is that I am being true and honest with myself. So all of this shit, and now look at the list of, keep tapping and then take your other hand and point. All of this shit, all of these judgments that have been said to me or that I feel other people say or think, all of this, no more. No more. Because that is their opinion. And as much as I may value their opinion, it's not my opinion. Only I know what is best for me. So we're going to tap the inside of the wrists together so you can either go straight on or just sideways and just keep tapping those. Nice deep breath. Oh. Other people's opinions Other people's judgments are none of my business. And now we're gonna yell that, okay? It's none of my fucking business. And if swearing is not your thing, just bleep that out. Or insert the appropriate swear word for you. Just throw your arms up for a minute. Oh, stretch it out. Yes. Oh, okay. How are you feeling? Are you starting to feel the shift? Nice deep breath. Okay. All of this doesn't dictate who I am. It's just somebody else's judgment. So we're gonna go to the karate chop point now, the fleshy part on the outside of the hands. We're gonna go down the list, okay? So insert whatever is appropriate for you, okay? So my in-laws' judgments don't matter. My spouse's judgments don't matter. My siblings' judgments don't matter. My boss's judgments don't matter. The strangers' judgments on the internet definitely don't matter. The other moms and their judgments don't matter. Okay? Keep going. If there's somebody else on your list or somebody that comes to mind, maybe it's my parents, and their judgments don't matter. Just keep going. Who else judges you? Do you feel it, or do you know, or have they out and out just judged you? And say, whoever it is, and then say, it doesn't matter. Okay, keep going with this. Good. If you're done, go down the list again, whoever's coming to mind for you. If you're still going, still go and keep going. Let's clear this out of your system. Nice deep breath. Keep going. We're going to go to the top of the head now, tapping. Nice deep breath. Oh. Right now, I choose to take my power back. I am no longer open to other people's judgments dictating my choices. Or it could be dictating my dreams, my goals, my career, whatever it is, right? So we'll do that one more time and then insert whatever it is for you. So I am no longer open to other people's judgments dictating, and fill in the blank. I choose to trust myself. That gut feeling that I have, that I know is right for me. that I know is in alignment with me. I give that more value. I listen to that more than somebody else's judgments. To the inside of the eyebrows, nice deep breath. Oh. And this time a nice big yawn, even if you're faking. Sit up straight, relax your shoulders, close your eyes for a moment, keep tapping. This fear that I feel in here, now go and find that fear of somebody judging you. And it may have moved locations as you've been tapping. It may have actually gone a little bit bigger. It may have started to shrink. Whatever is true for you, just find that fear. Even though I still have this remaining fear, this fear of other people judging me, shaming me, not understanding me, doubting me, questioning if what I'm doing is right. I know that this fear is only here to protect me. Protect me from getting hurt. And so I thank you, fear, for looking out for me in the best way that you know how. I recognize that I have been living my life based around this fear and based around other people judging me. We're going to move, tapping to the outside the eyes where the crow's feet are. And so fear, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you compassion. And I'm sending you understanding. Keep your eyes closed. Keep focusing on the fear. Just breathe into it. We're not trying to change it or force it to leave. We're simply sending it the love, understanding, and compassion. Because it's a part of you that's actually afraid, that's fearful. And so we want to talk to it the same way that we would to a frightened child, right? We're not going to raise our voice. We're not going to get upset. We're just going to come at it with a very peaceful and loving energy. And even if you think you're making it up, that it's completely okay. Go with it. Keep tapping where you are, outside the eyes. Nice deep breath in. I am enough. Moving or tapping location just onto the top of the cheekbones. Nice and high again, around the puffy parts of the eyes. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. One more time. I am enough. I will no longer change my thoughts and my actions to please other people. Only I know what is best for me. And I will no longer allow all these people to judge me. I mean, they can judge me. I can't stop them. But I don't need to take their judgments to heart. Because that is their judgment. And so often, it's a part of them that is either hurt or that is genuinely concerned for my well-being. Either way, I will no longer change who I am. I will no longer dull my light to make other people happy. So let them judge me. Hand on heart, tapping the divot above the lip. Let them judge me. Let them think those things about me. Let them give me those looks, those judgmental looks. Let them gossip. Because their opinion their judgment is none of my business. I choose to reclaim my power by listening and following through with what I know is right. Tapping below the lower lip. Nice deep breath. I'm going to show up in my life in a way that is true, in a way that is honest, in a way that's freeing, in a way that is expanded, in a way that only I can show up. Because I'm no longer going to mold myself to please other people. I will no longer dull my light because of other people's judgments. because I know in my heart, I am enough. I am learning to trust myself. I'm learning to follow my intuition. Tapping the chest. I'm learning to follow my goals and my dreams. And as long as I stay true to myself, the people who judge me are slowly going to fade out of my life, or they're going to keep their damn judgments to themselves. Because they're going to know that I stand in my power. That I am doing the best for me. And that is such a beautiful feeling. Nice deep breath. Even though I still have this remaining fear, I also have this part of me that's empowered. Even though I have this remaining fear of people judging me, I have this other part of me that trusts that I am doing the best for me. That I am following my hopes and dreams. And I will continue to follow them. Because that is what lights me up. That is why I'm here. And anybody who wants to dull my light with their judgments, they can try, but it's not going to. Because I am empowered. And as of right now, I will say that people who want to judge me, shame me, belittle me, doubt me, they are not welcome in my energy space. They are no longer welcome because I am not open to receive their judgments. I am not open to receive their judgments because I'm listening to myself. And that is so freeing. Their judgments, their opinions don't fucking matter. Nice deep breath. They don't matter. because they're none of my business. My business is listening and following my intuition. My business is listening and following my intuition. Put your hands on your heart, close your eyes, nice deep breath. Now imagine that there is a universal light coming down from above. It starts to swirl around you. As it's swirling around you, it's starting to mend any of the cuts, scrapes, the abrasions that other people's judgments have left in your energy field. You need to sway side to side or move around at all. I encourage you to just listen to what is best for you here. Continue to feel or imagine, whatever works for you, that that universal light is coming down and it's starting to mend your aura. And as your aura becomes stronger and more resilient, other people's judgments are no longer welcome to pass through your aura. So people can still judge you. You can't control how other people are going to spend their time and their energy. But you no longer need to spend your time and energy worrying about other people judging you. You do you. Because only you can be you. And that is the most beautiful gift. So as your aura becomes stronger, your internal flame starts to grow even brighter, because you know it is safe now for you to trust yourself and to follow what is right for you. And what is right for you is not going to be right for everybody. And that is totally okay. Just being honest with yourself about what is right for you. Another moment in this beautiful energy that's swirling around you, helping to heal. Another nice deep breath. And sighing it out. When you're ready, blinking your eyes open. Releasing your hands down. Just notice how much more peaceful, how much lighter and brighter everything is now. So make sure that you have some water, because that was a lot of releasing, a lot of work. And I encourage you, as soon as possible, so right now, if possible, if not as soon as possible, with your journal or your Word document, go back through and renumber everything now that you numbered at the beginning. So renumbering how true it feels for you. Now, your number might be the same, and that's okay. It just might mean that you need more personalized work, or that you need to go a little bit more into your story when you're tapping. If your number has decreased, that's fabulous. It means that some of that energetic charge has been dispelled and released. If your number has increased, it just means that some of the numbness has worn off. Because a lot of times when we have a lot of like trauma and a lot of judgments and those sorts of things, we end up like numbing ourselves to the pain. And so sometimes our numbers will actually go up because some of that numbness has worn off and it's actually more real now. So if that is the case, then just stick with it, focus on your breath, and check back in later, because sometimes our numbers will peak and then, later in the day they'll drop down. If your number is still high though, it's the fact, like I said, the numbness has worn off. So you might want to go back and repeat the tapping again and get a little more involved into whatever that sensation is that's coming forward for you now that the numbness is worn off. Maybe there's a more personalized story that you can get into during the tapping session. Obviously, like I mentioned, this is designed to be repeated again, because one session isn't going to be like everything's solved, right? So come back and repeat this as often as you need to really help shift out the shit that has been dulling your light, because you deserve to live your most abundant life, and whatever that abundance looks like for you, that you deserve that, because you are beautiful. You have such beauty and so many gifts to bring into the world. And so it's time that we transform any of the judgments that have been keeping us playing small and not showing up fully in our lives. Let's transform that shit out, because you're here. Like, let's live and let's show up as our authentic selves. And I promise you, what I've noticed, I shouldn't make any promises here, but what I have noticed is, since doing this work, I've actually had some people who were very judgmental just kind of drift out of my life. And it's a beautiful thing. At first I was like, oh my God, they're not talking to me anymore. And then I realized I've been doing all of this releasing work on judgment, and they were very, very judgmental, and they're no longer around me. So maybe they're still judging me from a distance, but I don't know. And to be honest, I don't really care anymore. There's still times that, yes, I do get self-conscious and I do care, what other people might think. I think that's part of the healing journey. But like I'm saying, just the more we commit to this, you may notice that people start to drift out of your life, or you might actually notice, and I noticed this right after I started doing a lot of this work, is I was challenged and I actually had a lot of people come out and judge me within like a 2-week period. And I felt really attacked by it, but I was like, no, I'm staying in my power. I'm not backing down. Like, that's their judgment, right? So if you start to feel that way, if you feel that, you're getting attacked from people as you're doing this work, recognize, again, it's their judgment, it's their opinion, and it doesn't matter anyways, as long as you are being true to you, as long as you are honest, and as long as you are finding freedom and love and joy in your life. That is the most important thing. All right, so if you do have any questions about anything that we did here today, if you want to share your breakthrough moments or any aha moments that you had, I would love to hear from you. I would love to continue to support you if you do have any questions. And if you do need more personalized work, if you really want to dig down into this and get to the core issue to help remove out that fear of being judged, I do offer one-on-one sessions as well, so that we can really hone in on what it is that you need. All right, until next time, I hope you have an absolutely fabulous day. I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.